Hey everyone, welcome again to my channel. Today I'm taking you with me to a book signing at a bookstore, one of the premises of the Standaard Boekhandel. But before we do that, if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome to Quillscene. My name is Megan. If you like things that have to do with reading, with writing, with magic, with geeky things, then you're in the right place. Make sure to click on the magical subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell, because on that way you'll always get a notification whenever I upload something new. But yeah, I was invited to do a book signing at the Standaard Boekhandel bookstore in Lommel. So let's go! So yeah, Standaard Boekhandel is something that has been passing by on this channel, I think, for a few times now. For the ones who don't know Standaard Boekhandel, Standaard Boekhandel is basically a big book chain here in Belgium. And you can basically find at least one of them in like the bigger cities especially here in Flanders. Some even have like 2, sometimes even 3 locations in the same city. Normally the bookstores do some signings with authors throughout the year, but they're most like most chosen moment to do a lot of book signings is actually more at the end of October, begin November, because during autumn break they have their open days called Feest van het Boek, Party of the Book, and then they get basically encouraged by the main office of Standaard Boekhandel to, you know, do some events during that week to, you know, put Standaard Boekhandel in the spotlight, extra spotlight, and draw more people to the store, hopefully. Some do a lot of author signings, others do special events, like my local Standaard Boekhandel usually does a young adult book party, after school book party, where they focus on the young adult genre of books. You also have like Halloween parties, stuff like that. So yeah, but most do a lot of book signings. This book signing isn't part of Party of the Book. It's a loose author signing, basically. And I have to say, the location in Lommel, which is in Limburg for the people who don't know, they try to do that more than other locations. Why? Because the owners Erik and Hedwig, and especially Erik, is very passionate about books, and that's why they decided to try to host at least one, sometimes even a double author signing every Saturday at the store, and they call it Book Talk. Boekenbabbel in Dutch, which is basically a signing session of an author, and it takes about, if I'm not mistaken, how long was it? About 2 hours. So I was invited to do an author signing on Saturday the 1st of June. How I got that signing is basically my first event of 2024 was BOEKen, which was a huge book event, brand new book event too, that was hosted by writing colleague Lena Dufin. At that event, Erik and Hedwig basically also came to visit as visitors, but also to flyer for their bookstore, to find authors for their that were interested to do an author signing at their bookstore. And I had filled in the form, so they had mailed me and asked when I would be able to do a book signing. So that's how I yeah, got a spot in the planning. So as I said, it was Saturday the 1st of June, and I was asked to come sign between 2 and 4 p.m. I had to bring my own books because they couldn't order my books through the Central Book House, Centraal Boekhuis in Dutch, which is basically the big, like, yeah, it's basically a business because it's not an organization anymore, but really a big business that has like stock house. Don't know how to pronounce it, how to say it in the right terms in English, but it's basically they have a huge location where they do nothing more than store books, and as a publisher or as an author too, you can basically hire a space for your books to be put in stock with the CB, as we call it, Centraal Boekhuis CB. Why is that important? Because book chains, well, the Standaard Boekhandel is, as I said, the biggest book chain in one of the biggest book chains in Belgium. Next to Standaard Boekhandel, you also have Fnac, and then a little of what we call confiture stores, bookstores. Confiture bookstores are like the independent small bookstores. But the bigger book chains, like Standaard Boekhandel, only work through CB because they give them the right of retour. The right on retour is basically that after like 3 months, when the books they bought in of that certain title or that certain author, all the books that didn't sell after those 3 months get sent back to the CB, and the Standaard Boekhandel gets its money back for those books. No questions asked. So that's why they usually try to work through CB. But because my publisher sadly couldn't work with CB because it was becoming too expensive for them, because again it's very expensive to hire space there to stock your books. I was allowed to bring my own books, but of course that meant also that every book that I sold, I had to give up 30% commission to the store, which is Standaard Boekhandel rules. So yeah, it was that or no signing at all. So I met some readers while I was there. There were also a few, both by chance, and there were also a few people that specifically came for me, which is also always fun. I have to admit, it's always fun when people come, especially for you. Because of that, I of course only had 2 hours in the store for the signing. And of course, I had to talk to a lot of people because, again, a lot of people came then to specifically for me, and also wanted, to chat and catch up and stuff like that. I didn't get much time to film, but I tried my best. So here is a bit of a vibe video of my book signing at Standaard Boekhandel in Lommel. As you saw, it is a quite well, a really beautiful store. It has like this little, yeah, when you go in the store, the door isn't immediately like against the street. It has like a little awning, I think you call it in English. And usually when the weather is nice out, they put like those high round tables, high party tables, outside of the store. And they put the writers there, but because the weather was a bit cool, and it was also like a bit, again, will it rain, will it not rain, I was put inside the store right next to the front door, which was a fun spot and also not a fun spot, because of course when people came to talk to me, they would basically block the entrance to the store. But still, it was quite fun to do a book signing there. They also had a lovely poem written on the window of the bookstore. And yeah, as you probably can see right here, I didn't go home empty-handed. I also did some shopping, because when a writer is surrounded by books, I can't leave empty-handed. And of course, my mom was also with me. So while I was signing books, she was like snooping through the books in the store, which is always very dangerous. So the first book we took home is this thick one. It's the Dutch version of Iron Flame, which is the second part in the Fourth Wing trilogy. Why did I buy this? If you have seen my previous vlogs, you will probably have seen another vlog from during a signing in 2023 during Party of the Book, where I was also invited for a book signing in the Standaard Boekhandel. I can't remember that exactly, but back then I bought my mom, I think, 2 books there as a thank you gift, because I don't have a driver's license, so she is my chauffeur to all my book events, being if it's our only book signings, or if she also is part of the booth with Magical Treasures. And one of the books I got her back then was the limited edition of Fourth Wing. So yeah, this one is also the limited edition of Iron Flame, which is the second part. So you have like beautiful sprayed edges, and also the beautiful drawing of the map, and of course the beautiful artwork on the hardback. So we got that one so that, you know, the entire set nicely matches. Then we also got the, I think if I'm not mistaken, this is also a limited edition of Vampiria 2 from Victor Dixon. Also, again, the Dutch version. Here is called Hof van Wonderen. So that would be Court of Wonders in English, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it has like, yeah, golden foiling, like, well, it's not really golden foiling, it's like a metallic layer, again, sprayed edges. And the previous one, the first part of this book series, we also had, we have like even the family tree. So the first book of the series we also had a limited edition, so again, to match the other side of the set. And then my mom also saw this one, Drakenrijder van Taran Materu, Dragon Rider by Taran Materu. And she really wanted to try this one too, because we have, I think they even like are there. Don't know if you can see them on camera, but he's also the writer of another book series, and I have to take a look. What are they called? I can't find them. Where did I put them? Oh, there. The Summoner book series. And my mom really enjoyed those. So this is from the same author. So we got this one too. And again, she is a sucker for dragons. So it has a dragon on the cover. It has Dragon Rider in as a title. I mean, you know. So yeah, that is this little vlog about my book signing at the Standaard Boekhandel in Leuven. In Lommel, I mean. Leuven would have been even closer to home, but it was in Lommel. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a little thumbs up or leave a comment down below, because it helps me more than you know. Things like that help make my channel grow, and I of course love your feedback. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys soon for another bookish, magical, probably on the go video. Bye!